What's going on, world? Our brief layoff from Sneak Peek is essentially over. I'm your host, George Hill, and today we're here to do a little recap on Season 3 and also reveal to you a part of what many of you refer to as the best sneak peek yet. Plus, we have Season 4 details on the way, including who's all involved, a date to look out for, and a brand new theme just for this season. But let's kick it off first with a look back at Season 3. John Hundreds might forever be ranked #1 in regards to capacity. The product line manager for the prominent Hundreds brand basically invited us inside of a shoe warehouse within his apartment. And with the 2,500 plus shoe collection and growing, we might be hard pressed to find quantities like this again. Professional basketball player Josh Childress showed us one of the most impressive collections we've seen of any athlete, let alone a sneak peek subject. His 3-part episode revealed a number of extremely limited Air Force Ones, age-old Nike basketball product with character, and a thorough rundown of Jordans 1 through 23 in his collection. But what's most important is you can sense that Childress is very passionate about the culture and offers some valuable advice to up-and-coming collectors. Kenny G, our Season 3 opener, was simply the surprise of, well, the entire year. Mr. Wear Your Kicks unveiled a plethora of sampled Jordans, LeBrons, SBs, and everything in between, including his insane McFly collection. Now, we couldn't show all of his collection in October due to time, but now that the dust has settled, check out unseen footage from the Perfect Pairs collection, including his overflow closet, more samples, and what he refers to as beat heat.
First of all, #1, keep your box. You see a lot of these kids grab the shoe out the box, throw the box away, put it up on the shelf because they want to look at it. Keep the box, keep the paper the box comes with. And that's another thing I see. A lot of kids shove the paper down in the box or throw it away. Keep the paper in the box. And another thing, these 3M bags, which I have a bunch behind the closet, I'll show you. They're made for computers to keep all the dust particles out of it. And it's the best thing for them. No sunlight, no moisture can escape. When you wear the shoe, you're supposed to wear them. Moisture goes in the shoe, you put the shoe back up correctly, the moisture stays in the shoe, never drying out. Therefore, you can wear your OGs for life. Every one of these shoes that are above you, I can put on my foot right now, all the way back to the 94s. I got a pair of 85s up there I can put on my feet right now. It's just because I took care of the shoe correctly, you know? When you take care of stuff with the right proper bag, temperature-wise in the house, you know, that's another thing. I see these fools, I go in the house 77, 79 degrees, and they got kicks everywhere. I'm like, man, what? Kick your AC down a little bit, or get it somewhere where it's cool, into a controlled environment. I try to keep my house at 69 degrees. That preserves. Going to a hospital, is it hot or cold? Think about it. You got obviously the most iconic 2 ever made, you know what I'm saying? His very first ones, and you got those crazy ones that everyone said were bandits. I just call them black and red. Everyone calls them breads. Again, you got your Jordan 3 from '94, which is right there, the size 12. Right above it is a Jordan 1 in a replacement box from 1985, wearable, size 12. Jordan 1 again, right here, you're gonna see the white, black, and red. I have 2 of them. So it is very important for me to have those 2 shoes. Of the face boxes, I hate to say it, and everyone's gonna be mad at me, Cool Gray 4. It's my favorite of these old face boxes. I love it now. Don't get me wrong, the lasers come in these boxes and all that stuff too. That 4 was so underrated when it came out. Everyone hated it, and the 3, you know. No one wanted the shoe. It'll never sell, it'll never be anything. Kind of like the Stealth. Watch what happens with that. You do the same thing all over again. But the point is to see the shoe go from the retail price for about 110 bucks. Now people are paying $500 for it. You know, it's just amazing to see that. And I have 4 pair up there that I bought originally from the day. So I paid retail. We'll get into some of my GRs, and I call them GRs. You'll see right here, my favorite 5 when it comes to a GR. You can see original paper, original box, inside a bag. To me, this is the best released 5 to ever hit the planet. The laser inscription of all the Jordans on here. A lot of people don't know that's what's on this shoe because they don't have it. It's all the Jordan, man. It's every Jordan there ever was, he's ever made up to this point. So it's a beautiful shoe. Again, look at that tongue. It's a Kobe first. And you saw it was in an orange box, not a black Mamba box. If I was to pull out the regular version, you would see a totally different color of shoe. You would see all these frog imprints right here would be a part of the shoe, not sitting on top of it. So as you can feel the texture. Again, on the inside, it's promo sample. You won't see too many sample of the Grinches. And I actually have, down here in my collection, I have the size 14 Grinch sample. So imagine who that's for. I'll pull this out. A lot of people, you know, they hate on certain things. I don't. A lot of people don't even know what this is. You pulled out the Tony Parker exclusives on them. This is an All-Star. It's only given away to certain, you know, members of the All-Star team. Tony Parker obviously was one of those at that time, and this was one of his pair of shoes here. So this is very special to my brother. He bought these. I can't get rid of them, and I won't ever get rid of them. So this right here is all my Louis Vuitton shoes. I got some Christian Louboutins. I got some Gravatis, some AF1s that have actually been, you know, custom made with the swamp on the back. And I've got these. I got Beat Heat. I call it Beat Heat. A lot of people don't know about Beat Heat. Shout out to the homie. I'm gonna have to say his name, you know what I mean? He's gonna be mad, but it is what it is. Captain Boleros, he held me down on this pair for free. He gave me these. You know, he's such a good dude. He was like, Kenny, you know, I got this Beat Heat at my house. I'm never gonna do nothing with it. I'm gonna bring it to you. Okay, I'll check it out, you know? I told him, I'll check it out. He brings it to me, I look at the back of it, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers have been worn. And he said, for sure, you know, coming apart. Do play ball in these, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I got the home and the aways down here. He had to bring me both of them. He couldn't just bring me one, so. My brother was a big Foamposite man. I'm really mad. I think honestly, before I got his collection, I had maybe 4 or 5 foams. You know, I was over it. You know, I wore foams way back in the day. But since he passed, now I have a lot of foams. Of course, I had the Normans, but now I have 2 Galaxies. I have almost every Foamposite there is. I mean, as you can see, the foams just go and go and go for days. And Lewis was a big Foamposite fan. He loved his Foamposites. Not a comfortable shoe for me. You know, I just don't really care for them. You know, a lot of people love them. So not for me. So now that we've done the shoe room, I'm gonna show you a few more shoes I got over here real quick. Just a few more. This right here is my brother. That's the Royal G, Louis George Gonzalez III. And that's me, the perfect pair, Kenneth R. Gonzalez. That's the man behind the myth right there. And as you can see, wearing DCs, fellas, wearing DCs. It ain't all about the money, it ain't all about the height. This is the overflow to the perfect pair. There are a lot of things in here that I'm grateful to say I own. Other shoes that I keep in here that, you know, are dear to me. I got Olympic 6s, Premium 6s, which is the Motorsports. I'm gonna show you one pair and it's right here. House of Hoops release only. A lot of people talk about they got rookies. They ain't got this rookie. I don't need no crazy glow pod or no crazy, little, astrological signs going around it for it to be dope shoe. The best way to say it is, this here to me is a bread colorway, and that's my favorite color when it comes to Jordan shoes and stuff like that. So this is just the epitome. I mean, come on. I mean, how can you not want this shoe? The point is I believe it's limited to 450 or 350 pairs, something like that. So it's a very exclusive pair of shoes. We don't hate, we stay on top of ours, So people try to say, oh, he only wears, this, that, and the third. Nah, I got Maxes. I got Stash Maxes, I got Clot Maxes. I mean, it's all in there. It's all in there. Another rookie. I'll show you that one I was just talking about, but without the crazy Soul Collector pods on it. You know, not a bad shoe. Again, I try to keep all my shoes in order, as you can see, so I know where all of them are. Again, you got that crazy lift-off pull pad. It's time to see Penny, you know what I mean? There we go. Atmos, size 13. Not a lot of people can say they have this shoe in that size. And you can see the quality they used to make these shoes out of. You don't see a whole lot of creasing on the front of it. That's how these shoes used to be made. Since I pulled out the Atmos, I gotta pull out the other Atmos. Again, they didn't make those in a 13. So perfect pair had to settle for the size 12. To get this here from Japan was a it was hell. Shout out to the homeboy Ephraim23 on Instagram for this pair right here for holding me down. Definitely a good price too, 400 bucks. Can't beat that. Everyone else charging 800 and 700 bucks for that shoe. So there's that. There's some of the maxes, you know what I'm saying? At least ones to talk about. And you know, of course, only sneaker problems when you need a ladder for your shoe room. Only sneaker problems.
Now listen, season 4 is full of surprises and in my opinion, the best mixture of subjects we've had yet. We're calling this lineup the season of first, which means every person in this season is a pioneer of some sort. We have the first professional skater in Sneak Peek. We have the first lady of Sneak Peek. We have the first sneak peek done in a store instead of a home. We have the first retired athlete in Sneak Peek. So you'll definitely want to keep it locked here. Now the 6-part season 4 begins next Wednesday, February 5th, so stay tuned. Until then, your host, George Kill.